Hello, sweet angels. My name is Amanda and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, hi. I'm so happy to have you. And if you guys don't know, I am a higher self coach and angelic intuitive. And what I do is I specialize in helping entrepreneurs and business owners scale and grow their companies with confidence and clarity, ensuring that they're attracting their dream clients to their page, to their business operations, whatever it is, their dream clients are there and they're buying from them. So if this video resonates with you and if you want to learn a little bit more about how you can transform scarcity into purpose, stay tuned. I want to first start off by sharing a little bit of a story, a background of a belief that I used to have and how the angels helped me transform that. So I was under the guise for a little while that clients were dollar signs, and it stemmed from this lack mentality. Instead of remembering my why for my company, which I did from time to time, I just saw clients as a way to feed me and a way to support my lifestyle, instead of understanding the true reason as to why I went into business as an entrepreneur in the first place. And that was to help solve people's problems, to be of service to God. And somewhere, like I said, along the way, my unhealed ego came in and skewed my perception. Do you know what happened? What happened was all of a sudden I started getting energetic blocks. I couldn't understand why I wasn't seeing this return on my investment, why I wasn't seeing an influx of clients come in. And then I realized through working with Archangel Uriel that the real reason wasn't my offerings. It wasn't that I didn't have what it took to be an entrepreneur. It was simply the fact that I was aligning with an energy of lack as opposed to an energy of higher self-alignment. So today I really want to talk to you about the difference between the two and offer up some practical ways that you can start to shift out of this lack mentality and into your higher self frequency. So with that being said, let's go ahead and call in Archangel Uriel to lead us and guide us through today's video. Archangel Uriel, I'm just calling you in to lead and guide this beautiful collective and myself through this video, just helping them to shift out of this mentality of scarcity and lack and back into one of higher self-frequency, of presence and of purpose. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is. Beginning to open back up your eyes, coming back into this present moment. So I first want to talk to you about an attached energy style, which is very much in relation to a scarcity energy style and how that can be noticed and witnessed in your business and also in your personal life. So an attached energy style is attaching yourself or attaching identities to external things. So for example, I was attaching this identity that my client was my source of safety, was my bread on my table, and that was simply not true. Another way that you can tell if you're operating from an attached energy style and kind of what that looks like is, like I said, placing identities onto people, or attaching personas onto objects or value onto anything outside of yourself. That is a huge red flag that we are becoming codependent on others for our own happiness and our own success, instead of going to the one true I am presence. An attached energy style also feels very depleting. You might even feel that you have creative blocks, that your offerings and your work, like there's no work-life balance when it comes to scarcity. You feel like you have to hustle, that you have to sell for dollars and your soul is pretty much being depleted. of its energetic life force, because all you do is work and there's no balance in it at all. And it just feels very, very much of stagnancy, of blockages, and those offerings that you want to come through, those content ideas that you want to have happen and to post on social media, it's just a dead end. It's radio silence. That, my friends, is an attached energy style, because you're not going to receive the ideas that are going to attract your clients. You're going to experience massive burnout, and you're simply going to be attaching yourself to this belief of hustle culture that is very much outdated. So that is a clear indication that we are operating from an attached energy pattern. Now, how do we begin to dismantle that and to shift over into an aligned energy pattern? Well, first and foremost, let's work with Archangel Uriel here to help you reframe your beliefs. I invite you to ask yourself, where did this belief even stem from? How did this belief come to being, right? And what is causing me so much fear around money that I can't see straight? Do I feel that I'm not gonna have enough? Where did that belief come from? Really start to do that inner work, that shadow work around your limiting mindset. Because it all stems, the reason why your business isn't driving the sales that you want isn't because it's not good, it's because of your mindset and your energy, right? Because we're operating over here. So starting to inquire a little bit further, open the hood of the car and look within. Did I pick up programs from my family? Is this generational trauma being passed down for me? Maybe I had relatives that lived through the Great Depression, and I just was brought up with the fact that, beliefs and ideas that money doesn't grow on trees, or $250, that's a lot of money. What is the common language around money in your family and in your friend group? And just start to kind of understand where these beliefs in your life originated from. And then ask yourself, is this true for me? Do I still believe this to be true? Or am I ready to let it go and to choose something better for myself? If the answer is yes, I still believe this to be true, then you can call on Archangel Uriel to help you start to reframe that slowly over time, right? And just ask Archangel Uriel, I would love to let go of this belief. It still feels attached to me, but in this moment, I'm bringing awareness to it and I'm ready to let it go. In that moment, when you do that, I just want to let you know, you're surrendering that belief and you are free to choose again. And it's something of conscious awareness, right? So because it was ingrained in you, it's an energetic signature. Just like when we lay on a bed and we sleep in the same position, the bed is going to have an imprint. Well, we need to create a new imprint. So like I said, it's slowly over time, right? It just means, what I mean by that is showing up fully in devotion to yourself and to your highest self, and to creating the highest frequency of your business. So you can ask Archangel Uriel, please just help me surrender over this belief of scarcity and of lack, and help me replace it with something higher. And a simple prayer like that, as soon as you bring awareness to that belief, every time it comes up, will help to transform your life. Now, another way that we can shift over from an attached energy style to an aligned energy style is by actively showing up in that higher self frequency, reminding ourselves of our why. That is number 2. Remind yourself of your why. Why did you go into business? Why did you create the company that is being birthed through you today? Because we all know that God put that vision on your heart for a reason. That you have beautiful gifts to offer to the world, and your business is the vehicle to serve. So remember your why. Go back to your intention. Again, my why is to help solve these problems for spiritual entrepreneurs and business owners, to help them attract clients, to lead and grow their business with confidence and clarity, and to truly be seen in their authenticity. That is my why, and that is the reason why I show up every day to do what I do. And it's not to produce a number in a bank account. It's because I'm here to help transform the world. And I need to remember that, and so do you. Because again, that old identity, we need to reprogram it. So anchoring into your why. Why are you here? Why do you feel that call to create this business? That's going to help shift everything for you. Now, let's talk about an aligned energy style. So we talked about attach. We talked about a few ways in which you can kind of go over the bridge and move from that energetic signature to an aligned energetic signature, and that is with Archangel Uriel prayers, working with Archangel Uriel to surrender, and anchoring into your why, your intention. And now we're going to talk about an aligned frequency. So when you are in alignment, let's say you've been working with Uriel, you have been surrendering those limiting beliefs, and you've anchored into your why. Now you're starting to feel the flow of your life force energy, and it feels so good. This is how you can tell when you're aligned. Creative ideas start coming to you with such ease. You might even wake up in the middle of the night with this massive epiphany. Let's say that you've had this problem in your business, like attracting clients, right? And all of a sudden you wake up with a way or a name to go watch, or a way to start magnetizing these clients to you. And it's through this new, like a new offering that's energetically aligned with your higher self frequency. So it feels ease, it feels energized. You feel almost like this tingling sensation, like this creative flow. And the words just come out so naturally. There's no force there. There's a work-life balance. You understand the need to rest and to act. You understand the need to receive the intuitive downloads and then to bring them to life. There's balance and harmony there. What that can look like in your business is aligning with rituals to support your higher self frequency. So creating a ritual for when you go and sit down to do your sacred work. Lighting a candle, saying a prayer, lighting some incense, running energy over your computer or whatever space you're in. That is all very ritualistic, and you can devote that to calling your angels and aligning with your higher self frequency. You can even say a prayer. Angels and light beings that love me unconditionally, I'm just asking for you to support me and assist me as I move through my workday today. And I'm just also calling in my higher self frequency to ground into my cells now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. So that prayer, immediately you'll feel the difference when you call in your higher self. You might feel your energy centers open up. You might feel this buzzing or this tingling sensation. And then what I invite you to do is to reflect, to write a question to your higher self. Higher self, what would you have me know today? How would you like me to operate this business today? Because when you align with your higher self, you're aligning with your higher self business frequency. That is the frequency of magnetism. That's the frequency of purpose and of presence. That is when you're going to start attracting those high vibe clients to your business, and that is when you're going to start solving their problems, helping them win big, and thus you're going to win big too. So to wrap up this video, I just want to talk about the ways in which we can anchor into that aligned frequency and how to tell when it's turned on. Like I said, your creative energy is flowing, you feel that high vibration, you feel buzzing, you might feel a lot going on right here in your third eye and your crown chakra. And some ways to anchor into that energy when you're going to show up in your devotional work is by creating a sacred space and creating a sacred ritual for you to really get into that frequency and that energy. Calling in your angels and your higher self the moment you start to sit down and do work for the day. And then writing to your higher self to see how your ideas, what content wants to come through today, and letting that be your flow or your to-do list. I don't like to-do list, your flow for the day. So if this video resonated for you at all, I would love to hear your comments in the comment section below. And if you want to continue working with the archangels, I do have a mentorship program. It's self-paced and it's called the Angel Academy, and it puts you into divine alignment with the 4 main archangels, Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, and Raphael, to help you activate your higher self frequency and thus activate your higher self business blueprint. So that link is below as well. And last but not least, I also have a free ebook all about manifesting with the angels that you can check out in the link below too. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.